So finishing second, na trophy for them. Yes, na trophy for them now normally.
2 goals. Yes, we are beating Liverpool. This league is our own. Dancing. 2-2.
Can Arsenal win the league under Mikel Arteta?
Next 50 years.
Who would have thought that Arsenal, we were 8 points clear in March, on top of the league table, and now 4 points, trailing Manchester City, with Manchester City having a game in hand. Arsenal would have to battle it out in the last 2 games with the likes of Nottingham Forest and of course Wolverhampton. Okay, why Manchester City have the likes of Chelsea, Brentford and Brighton to battle out in the last game of the season. But with the way Arsenal have played this season, their fans are so furious how they fell off so easily. The resilience, the focus, the process they believed in from the beginning of the season to this very end. The way the cookie crumbled when the ovation was very high is something that so many Arsenal fans are not happy with at all. They've been so angry about Mikel Arteta's tactics, especially in the triple draw they played against West Ham, Liverpool, and of course Southampton. We want to know where Arsenal lost this league. Was it when they played 2-2 to West Ham? Was it in the 2-2 draw against Liverpool? Or was it in the 3-3 draw to Southampton Football Club? We go to the streets to ask the fans what they feel about Arsenal and how the cookie crumbled in the time when it was needed the most. My name remains Ugochukwu Ifeanyi, also known as Alariwo of Radio. Let's go. My guy, what's up? Now you know. If you follow us very well on this channel, our previous videos, you know this guy is staunch Chelsea fan. Let's see. I don't know the truth when one tell me about Arsenal and the truth when they go tell me about Chelsea. But today, now Arsenal we talk about. So no be Chelsea we talk about. So let's hear what he has to say in this particular topic. So my guy, what do you think went wrong for Arsenal Football Club this season? It was, a fairy tale season for them up till this very moment. When the ovation was so high, the cookies crumbled so badly, and now as it is, they are 80% losing the league this season. Did you ever believe that they would win this league at any point in time this season?
100%. Even when Arsenal won their first 3 matches at the beginning of the season, that was when I just decided that Arsenal have won the league. Man City could not do it, Man U could not do it, Chelsea could not do it, but Arsenal did it. You understand? Then even some people went some other places, doing 1 or 2 things in favor of Arsenal that they are going to win the league. So the hopes were very, very high. Then Arteta happened to Arsenal. You know that Arteta, let me just say, is a fake man. Let me just say a fake coach. He's a fake coach. How? I know that he was under Guardiola, right? For like 6 months, he was under Guardiola, and the thing there is that he was exhibiting a fake character, imitating Guardiola. No, he thought that winning Premier League, Guardiola wins the Premier League by shouting, and when you are scoring 4 goals, he will say, "Go, press more, and score more goals." He thought that it was Guardiola. He doesn't know that it was Arteta that was struggling before in Arsenal, and God gave him this privilege for him to use his sense. You understand? If he used to go and borrow tactics, beg people for tactics, so that at least he can be able to maintain this and then remove himself from the dust. He did not. Okay, buy players. He went to buy Jorginho from Chelsea that was dying. He went to buy Trossard that is not straightforward. Who again? You see? So the truth there was that it was kind of trying to imitate somebody without having the pedigree. We know that Guardiola is a tactician. You understand? And when he knows that this particular match have won it, he goes ahead to keep on scoring goals. But when he knows that this match, I'm not winning it so easily, what will he do? Guardiola will even remove the brain and bring in somebody that will come and defend his goals that he has scored. But Arteta, no. Arteta was winning 2-0. Arteta said he was shouting like Guardiola, dancing. Go more goals. Go and score more goals. Go and score more goals. Go and score more goals. What happened? 2-2.
That's against West Ham.
West Ham. Liverpool, 2 goals. Yes, we are beating Liverpool. This league is our own. Dancing. 2-2. Southampton. Relegation bound. So they cannot survive. In short, even if they dash 20 points, they will not survive. 3-3. So what do you expect from such a coach? What do you expect? So what happened to Arsenal this season was their coach. His inability to improve. The man just reminded me of Arsene Wenger. Sorry, Arsene Wenger fan, but he just reminded me of Arsene Wenger. The higher he goes, the more his strategy diminishes, and nothing can help him. Arsene Wenger will get to the second round. They will give him money for Champions League. He will go to the finals. That is the end. If he exceeds that point, no result. So that was what happened to Arteta. He did not improve. The boys were hungry, but the coach was not hungry. That's the whole truth.
Okay, so from what you said, I would like to pick something. You said the boys were hungry, but the coach is not. But I think I beg to differ in one instance of one particular player who has been very pivotal to this team this season, which is Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka has been excellent since the season started up till January. But all of a sudden he fell off. Are we still going to blame the form of Bukayo Saka on Mikel Arteta?
Okay, let me ask you this question back. Was there anybody that could have replaced Saka?
From the right wing?
Yes.
Oh, well, if you ask me for Arsenal, for what Saka has given to that team from the bench of Arsenal, I will say no.
Somebody can. Number one, you can bring Trossard from that wing. You can also bring Dennis. Why? Because Saka lost form. If it is Guardiola, I bet you go to feed that team and go and bring somebody to come and replace that person. Because we need you. We just need to be on deck to be able to win that particular match that we want to win. So those matches that they drew, imagine Saka missed penalty in one of those matches, West Ham match. He missed penalty. You understand? Not that it was even Martinez that was in the on the post too. It was Fabianski. He missed that penalty against Fabianski. You understand? Because he was not informed. Those 3 matches, Saka did not give anything. But he was still playing the match. He was still playing.
Trust of the coach.
So I've still pointing fingers at Arteta. You want to win league. People are going to other leagues to look for players that are very hungry to play, like Enciso, Casido, players that are hungry to play. You are going to bring Gabriel Jesus. Miss 400, play 2 bar, score 1.
That's harsh.
And you want to win league. You understand? So I see that you know that you were having defender problem. A defender problem. Okay. January transfer, go and buy a defender. You went to buy Jorginho. Coach, short leave it. It's Arteta. So though I wanted the trophy to come to London. I'm a Chelsea fan, so Arsenal is from London, so we love Arsenal. It's supposed to be a London thing, you understand? London for life. But still, I'm still the pride of London.
You think you're the pride of London?
Yeah, I'm the pride of London, yeah. 2 Champions League.
Oh, okay. And do Arsenal have a Champions League?
They'll try.
Okay, they don't have?
After 10 seasons.
After 10 seasons?
Yes, they'll get at least 1. They'll get to a final again.
You have to trust the process. So fans, you all heard what he just said. That's a very passionate one there. This is a Chelsea fan telling the neighbours Arsenal the truth. He's pointing his fingers at Mikel Arteta. Many other fans actually felt that probably this the reason why Arsenal lost the league is on the players, but he has called out Mikel Arteta for criticism, saying Arteta's tactics. You should know when to call it. We don't have to attack again. We have to start defending. Talking about the game against West Ham, talk about the game against Liverpool, and the needless 3-3 draw against Southampton. Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want to ask you, Arsenal Football Club this season, what went wrong for them? Everything was going very well for them until last month. Draw against West Ham, Liverpool, Southampton. They lost against Manchester City, and now they've lost again against Brighton. What happened?
The loss against Manchester City was inevitable. They had to lose it because Man City is a club that shows you consistency. Like they'll be like, can you do what you do? They'll go on a long game unbeaten run, and I don't think you can keep up with that. Arsenal and Man U is in the same WhatsApp group. They don't have that consistency. They can just do it for like 8 matches, 9 matches, but not that long. So I saw Man City winning this league, even when Arsenal was still giving them that 8 points gap.
Yeah, talking about see Man City winning the league, even when Arsenal was giving them 8 points gap. I remember vividly, Gary Neville told the fans, told the world that Arsenal would bottle the league, even while they were 8 points. You know, people started attacking him and saying he's just been an Arsenal hater and all of that. But from what happened yesterday against Brighton, he has been justified of his stance that Arsenal will lose the league because they've realistically lost this league. They wouldn't win the league now. You understand? Do you think that Gary Neville, if you were Gary Neville, how would you feel?
I feel good, man. Because I said the truth. People were just casting him out, as in like they were just saying he was saying rubbish and all that. But I was actually on his side because I knew Arsenal didn't have the charisma to do this.
Should Arsenal fans still trust the process with Mikel Arteta?
Yeah, they should, because I don't see any coach that can do this as in with Arsenal again like this, because this player Arsenal is a team that doesn't have any world class player in them, and yet they finished second. They almost finished first, but guy, they try.
Thank you so much. God bless you. So my guy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name?
My name is Ife Snachi.
Okay, Ife Snachi, I want to ask you, this season, Arsenal Football Club, they started very well. But coming to the end of the season, they are currently trailing by 4 points, with Manchester City having the game in hand. But in January, when they were topping with 43 points, many people felt that nobody has ever had 43 points in January and lost the league. You understand? But unfortunately for us now, as it is now, if we are being true to ourselves, Arsenal will lose the league. What do you think went wrong for Arsenal?
Well, to me, I think it's lack of squad depth, because that is what actually affected them the most. If you check January transfer, they tried to like bring in players, but due to his January transfer, most players doesn't go unless maybe, and most clubs they always like increase the price of getting some players. So if you check, that is what actually affected them the most, because of lack of squad depth. So with the number of matches they have and the rest, so the pressure was too much on them.
Yeah, you feel okay, squad depth was the major reason why Arsenal lost out in this league?
Yes, I think so.
But what about their game against Liverpool and against West Ham? I want to emphasize on those two matches. They led by 2 goals. Before all of a sudden West Ham came from behind. Same thing happened to Liverpool. What happened in those games? What was your take?
Okay, if you check, if maybe he had like when I mean squad depth, like if you check in those games, if he had like a team like sitting on the bench that can actually come to change the game, you find out that the changes and the rest is what affected the game. You understand? So because the players they were just tired and he needed a fresh blood to actually ginger the player. You understand? For them to like keep up the momentum. Do you get? So that I think that's what actually like finished Arsenal this season.
So it's a squad depth, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, thank you so much and God bless you. So good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want to ask you, Arsenal Football Club, they are trending everywhere. After 3-0 loss to Brighton, they've been trending for losing out on the EPL this season. Some people have blamed, some fans actually have been blaming their losing out of the league on Mikel Arteta. Some have blamed it on the players. You understand? So what do you think? Where do you think Arsenal lost the league this season? Was it Mikel Arteta? Is it the players that lost form, or was it VAR or what? What do you think made Arsenal lose the league this season?
Okay, from the start of the season, I've been saying it. Arsenal cannot win the league. Even when they are 16 points ahead, they cannot win this league. But first, Arsenal have not reached that standard to win the league, because there's a standard Man City set alone in this Premier League of a team. They can't win the league. I don't think that they are going to win the league, and they will not obviously they will not win the league.
Definitely, they've lost out on winning the league. Realistically, if you want to be realistic with what's happening, they've lost out on winning the league. You understand? I mean, Manchester City are top of the log with 4 points and a game in hand. That means if they should win, that is going to extend to 7 points with just 3 games to go. Man City is not a team that you would think will lose their next 2 games, or their next 3 games for Arsenal Football Club. You understand? So this season is as good as done, for Arsenal Football Club. But can you apportion any blame to Mikel Arteta?
Thing is that I don't blame anybody. Everybody did their best in Arsenal. I'm just thinking that they could have did more, like fight more harder. But I don't blame anybody. They tried. That's their standard. That's their level. That's where they are.
Okay, you mean any second was their level? So Mikel Arteta has done a good job, according to you?
Yeah. Because starting from the season, they don't even have hope that they'll finish second. So finishing second,
was more like an overachievement.
Yes, now.
It's a trophy for them.
Trophy for them now. Normally, it's a trophy for them now. Trophy for them. I can even say if Man U finished top 4, Man U even did better than what Arsenal is doing second. No, this season it's better for them because it's nothing.
Can Arsenal win the league under Mikel Arteta?
That one the next 50 years. Arsenal can never win the league under Mikel Arteta. No, he did well. He did a nice job actually, but I don't think Arsenal can win the league under Mikel.
But they've been trusting the process, and I can see how far the process brought them to almost winning the league. I mean, this is a team that topped the league for almost 7 months. You understand? In recent times, you can't. Of course, in the history of the Premier League, no team has actually been on top for this long and end up winning the league. Losing the league rather. But Arsenal, there they are losing the league with the players they have. Don't you think if they go to the market, do a proper recruitment for the right players, and they can win the league?
Ask them whether they get money. They don't get money now. What do you want to buy? Who want to buy? Who even like their project? See Mudrik. See, he went to Chelsea. So they don't have money to spend like that. They don't have the money to spend like that. So they're not that big spender you call Arsenal. Even though they go to the market, they will still not win the league.
Let's not forget that one thing we must consider for Arsenal next season is that they'll be going to the Champions League. And the Champions League makes you attract top players. There are some players that naturally would want to come to your club because you're in the Champions League, not because of the fee. You understand? And now Arsenal can be able to attract some players, some quality players, because they're going to the Champions League. So don't you think when they go to that Champions League, they can be able to attract the players that they just need to, win the league next season?
Some players will come. I don't think that they will get high players like that because of their standard. They have not kept that standard, I'm saying. That's the same thing they're saying. They will not get high players that will come. They'll still get a bunch of average players around Arsenal.
So, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Finally, I've gotten an Arsenal fan. I know that whatever opinion he'll be giving me is going to be from a point of love he has for the club. Is it disappointment? Is he happy with what they've achieved this season? Let's hear from him and know what he thinks. So, my man, Arsenal has lost out in the league. Realistically, if no one paint them, if no one do, in fact, for Arsenal to win the league, they have to be a disaster with Manchester City for Arsenal to win the league now. You understand? So, where do you think it went wrong for Arsenal? Arsenal have been doing excellently well this season. I personally would have loved them winning the league. Where do you think it went wrong for Arsenal this season?
This season, for the starting of the season, we really tried because mostly we see the progress Arteta brought to the team right from last 2 seasons when he comes in. He give us FA Cup. We are seeing we were having progress throughout the last season, but the beginning of this season was a nice one. Anyway, definitely the issue we are currently having that is affecting most of Arsenal performances last 2 seasons and this season is towards the end of the season because of fatigue. And what is causing this is that we don't have player at the bench.
You mean the squad depth?
The squad depth is not there. This season we needed more defender at the back. We couldn't get anyone. We ended up buying Losandro as the only winger will get the January because the form we're in towards December, we're leading the league already. All you needed to do is to get in more players to back up Saka. The lack of Saka, Martinelli, those players play almost all the whole season. Nobody at the bench to keep them rest, no break for them. Those kind of players needed break. At the time, you need to give them rest, bring out somebody. There was nobody like that. So Arteta has a hope on the life of Saliba and Gabriel at the back. without thinking of backup. So the unfortunate happened, and Saliba, with the star man at the back, went for injury. And if you check since then, we have been losing the matches. It's even match the way Saka and Martinelli has to deliver with goal, but the back could not hold for them. Saliba was backing up then. When we get 1 or 2 goals, there's this chance of scoring us now 1 more goal. I will see end up winning 2-1. But when we don't have the defender to hold the goal for us anymore, the fate of the attacker become down. So mostly what really happened this season, I won't lie for you, for my part of it, I feel bad because at least I was hoping we are going to end up with a trophy this season. That was the hope. I have a strong hope that this season definitely we'll have 1 trophy to end up with. But it happened like the usual Arsenal, at the end of the season where you expect something from us, there's still disappointment, But definitely we are used to it. We will see the progress. We are hoping for more things to come. But one thing I believe is that this team has something going on. We have a project. If I see what's happening, the old Arsenal was a team that sells player. Now I see how Arteta tried to keep the player and build on them. The life of Saka, if we keep people like Saka and Martinelli in the next 2 years, we know these are going to be a big star for us. It's just adding to the squad. That's what we need for now. We need to spend more money, especially where it's needed, mostly the back, the wing, and we have Saka and Martinelli. Those guys just need somebody that will be at the bench in case that, where they need to rest, you need to rest them. Those wing is settled now, but our back is weak. I saw the centre back. Partey was doing well, but, only him, one person cannot play the whole full season. He needed somebody to come in for him once in a while, but there was nobody for that position. Eleni is supposed to do that, but he has been off for the season for a very long time.
Saying Jorginho.
Yeah, Jorginho came, and we were not expecting much. He was just like somebody to back up the midfield because there was nobody there in case of injury from this guy Partey. And you see what happened. Partey pick injury. He lost out of form, and Jorginho was just to cover up. It's not just like we bought Jorginho to come and give us trophy or anything. We needed a bigger player, like what is it called? This guy from Brighton that Casado we were going for. That was kind of player we needed for that midfield. But since he didn't go through, we still needed somebody that we have to go for Jorginho instead of leaving that place empty. So that was how happened mostly. They will lost out of the title race.
Okay, now I understand you. I want to pick a point. You talked about your defense as regards to how you guys scored this season. If it may interest you to know, do you know that as of March, Arsenal conceded more goals than Chelsea this season? As of March, they've conceded more goals. That tells you that they're actually scoring. The attack has been doing their work. I mean, this is an attack that almost everybody there in front has at least 15 goals or so in the attack, you understand? So they are scoring, but defensively, the work is not being done. So, which defender would you recommend Arteta to go for next season?
Well, the 2 centre back we have, if both of them is fit, I don't think they have issue. So whatever is going for now is going to be somebody that will back up 2 of them. Somebody that will push them to work more harder. But when you check when 2 of them were playing, Arsenal had to conceive and they were scoring. We were winning matches because have defender to back up the winning. They were holding the back for us. So for me, what he needs to do is just to get any quality defender that can stay behind in case of injury or something. But for me, Saliba and Gabriel are very good, solid centre back. Those 2 were okay for me. And another player will be needing that, but there's the left back and as well right back. I think will be needing such service. Ben White cannot carry up with that responsibility. Yeah, it's really affecting him because he cannot go front and come back. So one of those things affecting. We need such player at back for now. The right back and as well the left back. Zinchenko has been doing well, but he's more a midfielder player to me than the defensive player. He's more attacking minded. So if we can get a left back to join with Tierney, I think that would be good. Then if you have to give, that will give Zinchenko the space to move front if you want to move front and do whatever you want to do. Because him going front, leaving the left back open, and it's really affecting us. You can see what happened against Liverpool match. After going from when he come back, they still had to, he wasn't unable to meet up with the ball, and that's why we end up with 2-2 with Liverpool.
Okay. Can Mikel Arteta win the Premier League for Arsenal? Yes or no?
No. With the way the things is going, the project is carrying on, and
in the next 3 years, can Arteta win the league for Arsenal?
one thing is certain, football, you can't predict what happened in the next 3 years.
But Gary Neville predicted Arsenal will not win the league, even when you were 8 points, and it came to pass.
Okay, now look, if you talk about Gary Neville and Michael Owen, right from the time Aswinga has been Arsenal, Owen never believe Arsenal can end in top 4, and Arsenal always end in top 4. Those words are their words, you know. It's more like what I was going through online today. Tony Cruz said that Rooney said that Man City is going to beat them last season. They end up beating Man City. So this season again, he's saying it now that Man City is going to beat Madrid, and that does not bother Madrid because Madrid know what they are going to do. So it's more like them that in fact they are more. Owen, according to me, Owen is not an Arsenal fan. He can never support Arsenal for any reason. Even when Liverpool is 10 points behind Arsenal, he will definitely tell that Liverpool is going to top Arsenal at the end of the day. So that one is his own opinion. But what Arteta is doing now, definitely we will definitely expecting trophy from Arteta very soon. All you need to do is sponsor with the money, enough money to a transfer market. That is all. Arsenal is doing well. I appreciate this season, although I feel bad, but at least, you know, this season my money didn't go in vain. I spend money every day to watch the ball. I enjoy the ball. Towards the end, I know I feel bad, but from the beginning till now, we're enjoying the ball till March.
Okay, scale rates Arteta on a scale of 1 to 10 this season.
Definitely, I will give him 7.
7.
Yes.
That's the pass for him. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Wow. You guys just heard from an Arsenal fan. Finally, we heard from the opinion of an Arsenal fan. You can see the sincerity in his voice. He's not happy that he did not win the league, but he's also proud that Mikel Arteta did his best and the boys also tried. You understand? Sometimes it is always about the experience. Maybe it got to the point where the experience, the ovation became so high and they could not keep up. But then again, we must not take it away from Arsenal Football Club this season. They've done really, really well. Nobody expected Arsenal to be even in the second position this season if we are being sincere to ourselves. But there's always room for improvement. The transfer window will be open in June. They can also, you know, go get the players they want to get and come back next season. They might just even be winning something bigger this time around. Maybe the UEFA Champions League. Who knows? They'll be going for they'll be competing in the Champions League for the first time since 2016. So that's much more. The bar is now high for them. They now know that they are not a Champions League team. So a lot of things can just go well for them. We never know what the future holds. You never know the kind of players they can attract for getting Champions League football. My name remains Ugochukwu Ifeanyi, also known as Alariwo of Radio, and I remain your host and your anchor on Footy News 352. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.